Factory is the smallest map in Escape from Tarkov. It's a small Soviet-style factory that plays a lot in the lore of the game. We know that both Kila and Tegila, the two scav bosses, were both working here, and also Riji's dad used to work with them. This ties the map even to the EFT arena lore. More of that later. Another thing we know is that Factory is going to be the gateway to labs in the future when map-to-map travel comes into the game. Hey everybody, Trumcrusher here. I hope you guys have a fantastic day full of joy and happiness. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I want to tell you everything you need to know about Factory. If you are new to this game, this video is for you. Or if you're a Chad with thousands of hours in the game, stay tuned. Maybe you see something that make your time worth it. So without further ado, let's crush it. Now we are back, let's talk Factory. It was the first map ever added to the game, and the first trailers of the game were all in this location. It is a chemical plant that was illegally rented to the terror group corporations to run their experiments and testing. After the conflict, it became a battleground between the Bear and USEC. Later, when they were done with it, it was abandoned and slowly became a safe spot for locals, aka scavs, to hang out. Due to its size and multi-story layout with ground floors, tunnels underneath, and catwalks over the top, it is a fast-paced CQC map. Some people call it the Call of Duty of the Tarkov, and it was the EFT arena before arena was a thing. Since it is a really small map, it's easy to navigate, but it still has a few distinguishable landmarks around the map which can make it easier to know where you are exactly. There's the main 3-story office building on the north side of the map. Then there are the 3 boiler looking structures right in the middle of the map, medical tent on the southwest side, and forklifts and glass hallway on the southeast side. Office, med tents, and forklifts are PvP hot zones. The middle of the map close to the boilers are usually more quiet and a better place to kill scavs. There are 4 PMC extracts on this map. These extracts are located on each corner of the map, and they are always available to everybody. No matter the spawn location, Gate 3 is located on the northeast side to the right of the office building. This extract is open and available to everyone, including the scavs, and due to that, it is a very common spot for players to camp. If that sounds scary and you don't want to die to an extract camper, you can get the Factory exit key. It may seem pricey, but it is for sure worth it when you consider what it offers. This key gives you access to the other 3 extracts on this map, plus an extra extract and a shortcut on the map customs. These 3 other extracts are Gate 0 on the northwest side of the map, Med Tent Gate on the southwest side, and the cellars aka underground extracts right by the forklifts on the southeast side. Now we know how to get around the map and extract, it's time to learn more about how the map plays. Something that I want to quickly show you is this map that you can find it on Escape from Tarkov wiki website, and there is a bunch of other maps you can find there. This is just the one that I like the most, and quickly show you all the callouts on this map and the spawn location for PMCs and the flow of the PMC and where they go after the spawn. I made this overlay on the map to color code everything, and we're gonna start from the office because it's the most easy and recognizable landmark in the map. We have here the office in red, and office has 3 different floors here. We have the first floor, which has access to outside, and then we have the bathroom with the drop down hole that you can drop down to the first floor, and the 3rd floor with the safe and the office actually up there. Then to the right of the office we have the Gate 3 area. This is the extract for both PMCs and scavs that is always available on the map. Then we have the glass hallway here. Then we have the forklift at the end of the glass hallway, which is the hottest PvP area because all the spawn locations want to push down there. And then we have back here access to the underground from the forklift area and going to the med tent. This is another extract here which you require the Factory exit key for, and this extract is right here, and the whole med tent area is an open area to fight. Then we have the mid here, which you can drop down by the boilers to go underground. And then we have the gate 0 area with another locked extract down at the all the way at the back of it, and then access to the underground and the office. And we have the whole underground here. As you can see here, if you go up these stairs, you go to the forklift. If you go up here, you go to back of the forklift. Then we have access to the gate 3 area. We have the underground kind of storage location, which if you go up this ramp here, you're gonna come up here to the med tent, and then there is stairs up here to go to the office, and then access back here to go to the gate 0 area, and another ramp to come up here. Now I want to show you all the spawn locations one by one and then show you the flow of the map. So now we are back to the normal map, and the first spawn is the gate 3 spawn right here in the green, and these ones usually either push up to the office or push down to the glass hallway to fight. Next spawn is the actually glass hallway spawn right here, and these people usually either push out to the gate 3 area or try to push down to the forklift, because they are basically sandwiched between this gate 3 area spawn and the forklift spawn. Forklift spawn is down here. These people always push out as soon as they can and hold the forklift area right here. We have the second forklift spawn back here. These people either usually push to the forklift, push to the gate 3 area, or they push back to the med tent. Med tent spawn is right here. These people most of the time, 80% of the times, push down to the forklift. They can even push to the gate 3 area from here, or they push up to the spawn that is around the mid. Next spawn is the mid spawn. These people most of the time come out to fight the med tent spawn, or they usually run up to the office to take control of office. Then we have the back spawn in the gate 0. These people either push in down more to the other gate 0 spawn, or they push to take control of office as well. We have the second gate 0 spawn here, and these people either stay here to fight these people, or they push down to the office, or they push to the underground. Next two spawns are down in the underground, and one is by Scav Extract camera bunker door. This one can either push up to the office area and come out here and go to the office. They can push down more to the bunker, or they push up and come up here to fight people who spawn in the gate 0 location. And the very last spawn we have is down here. I haven't seen it a ton, but I know exists. Sometimes they push up and go to the office. They push back to come up here to the gate 3 location, or they push down more to the storage underground. And with that, this is all the spawn locations as a PMC that you can have and how people usually do it. They can do other stuff like staying in their spawn and wait for people to push them, but because most of people are aggressive in factory, they want to push as soon as they can to have the advantage. Because how small this map is, player count on it is limited to 5 to 6. But don't worry, if you're looking for action, you still get a lot of it, and sometimes it even feels like complete chaos. The raid timer during the day is set to 20 minutes and during the night is 25 minutes. Most of the fights happen in the first 5 minutes. The type of players that you run into here is varied, since this place is a go-to spot for people to get their elimination tasks done. You can find anyone from naked pistol runners to fully geared chads that want to stomp Timmies and everything between. The forklift area is the hottest zone for PvP, since there are 4 possible PMC spawns and there are a couple of tasks to do. Based on the goal of the raid, players either try to push out of this place as soon as possible or try to rush it so they get piece of that action. You also can get quite a lot of action around the office area, since there is a task from Jaeger that requires you to kill PMCs in that location. There are also a couple other tasks such as Chemical Part 3 and the Delivery from the Past that requires you to move to the office area. The med tent area also sees some action pretty frequently, since people who don't want to fight in the forklift area try to push out of there to more open space around the med tent. The rest of the map is more quiet than not, but nowhere is safe. Spawn rushing is a real common thing that happens on this map, since people know where exactly everybody spawns and the spawns are so close together. Depending on your playstyle, you could either rush out and be the aggressive, which is the recommended playstyle for Factory, or sit back and hold tight in your spawn and pray to be the one who gets the first shot on the opponent. Also, don't forget about the player scavs. They usually spawn around the 14-minute mark and are super aggressive on this map. So my advice for you is to get out of the map as soon as possible, or you will risk getting swarmed by an unlimited amount of player scavs that don't have anything to lose. With that, let's now talk a bit about PvE. For PvE, there are normal scavs that spawn quite frequently on the map. You can find a lot of them around the office, med tent, mid boilers, and around the gate 0. If you are looking to kill scavs fast and efficiently, this map is pretty decent for it. Beside the normal scavs, we have Tigila, the scav boss of this map, and he is a unique one. He is the younger brother of Killa and used to work in the factory back before the conflict happened. So the factory is basically his home. He gets excited really fast when he sees a player and likes to show them his nice sledgehammer, which takes pride in beating the out of players with it when they get too close to him. He has 1220 HP, wears a class 5 face shield and usually a class 6 plate carrier. He can be super tough to kill due to the high HP and armor. Tigila has a 15% spawn chance and can spawn anywhere on the map and usually roams around the whole factory. He can have any of the keys and key cards in his pocket to loot if you manage to kill him. The third type of NPC in factory is the cultists. They only spawn during night factory raids, and with only 2% spawn chance, up to 3 of them can spawn. The priest and 2 followers. They wear black hoods and run silently, have 850 HP and can spawn with variety of guns, ammo and armor. The priest can spawn with any key and key cards in his pocket. Although the spawn chance is really low, the small map size and how fast you can get in out of each raid makes spamming nighttime factory the fastest and easiest way of killing the cultists for your task. Now let's talk about sweet stuff. The main source of loot on factory comes from killing other players or Tigila. You spawn in, kill other players, loot them and get out. Or you kill Tigila, get lucky, find a colored keycard and then get out. And that is because there is not much to loot here. There are a handful of jackets, crates and containers scattered around the map. There are a few med containers around the med tent and in the office as well. And there is an unlocked safe and 2 sets of filing cabinets in the office area. The main type of loot are bartering items and gun parts. But there is a set of wooden shelves right outside the office on the 3rd floor, which has a really small chance of spawning anything in the game. I personally have found RSAS's, GPUs, defibs, lions and other valuable items there. With that, last thing I want to cover is Scaving in this map is kinda its own monster. It's fast, but since there is not much to loot on this map, it's rare to have big hauls like some other maps. Most people just get in, run to the extract right away to sell everything that they spawn with and get their scav rep up. Since most of PvP happens in the first 5 minutes of each factory raid, it's rare to run to PMCs as a scav. If you do, that means they are the lone survivor of the massacre. Loot is not too great, but it's fairly safe since no one cares about factory loot. What I usually do is quickly check the forklift area for any PMC or leftovers, then hit a couple containers in my way to extract. Something that bothers me a lot is that scav on scav violence is pretty high in the factory compared to other maps, and since there is no co-op extract on the map, all the PMCs and scavs are hostile towards each other, so be careful who you trust. At the end, the factory is an iconic and must-learn map. It is an important piece of the game. People usually say it is a good starter map because it is small and you can learn how to PvP and PvE in it. But in my opinion, it is extremely brutal, and if you choose factory as your starter map, 100% you are going to get stomped on and hate the game, leave and never come back. Now that we have access to Ground Zero, I recommend that you go to that map to learn all the basics of the game without risking it all. Thanks for joining me on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and don't forget to ring the bell so you're not missing the future videos. Also, down in the comment section, let me know what you think of factory and if I missed anything. For more bite-sized contents, check out my TikTok, and to stay connected, join my Discord channel. With that, hail to you who support this channel. May Thor watch over you. Until next time, take care, stay awesome, and I see you in the next one.